When I was growing up, my father wasn't around that much. He passed away when I was 8 years old. There was 6 of us kids. At that time, we were living in Washington, Illinois. When my dad passed away, we moved to Peoria. At the age of 21, I really wasn't going anywhere. I had a lot of different jobs. I joined the Army. I did a tour in Vietnam. So I was in Vietnam for about 14 months. And at that time, I was just involved. I got involved with the drugs and the alcohol. So that was pretty much what we did every day in Vietnam, was try to find where we can get drugs. And it was easy to get. The day I left Vietnam was March of '71, and for the next 3 years, it was pretty much drugs and alcohol. I thought I had found that drugs was the answer. I was just living to do drugs. I remember 3 years later, I was 27 years old, and I was sitting in a bar. I just realized how depressed I was. I needed something more than the booze and the drugs, but I didn't know what it was. At that time, God was never in the picture. There was, it was the last thing I was looking for was God, but I knew that there was something out there that I needed, and I didn't know what it was.
I know your life on earth was troubled. Only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to.
So a friend of mine told me about a job that was coming up at an insurance company for a mailroom supervisor. So I thought, well, maybe I need a job. I need to clean my act up. I need to do something. I bought a new pair of pants. I remember that. It's plain as day. And I bought me a new pair of shoes and a new shirt. And I went off for this interview, and I got the job. One day, there was a secretary that came in and was helping our mailroom. And it was a little redhead. I saw her in there, and she was working, and there was just something about her, something special about her. I couldn't figure out what it was, but she was just so cute and had a glow. About a week later, I got up enough courage, and I went over to her desk, and I asked her if she would like to go out on a date. And she says, sure, which that was very exciting. And I took her to a Leon Russell concert. I remember the music was so loud that when we got out of the place, neither one of us could hear anything. And I could tell that that was not her kind of music. I took her home, and we talked, and I don't know if she was not that into me, but it was kind of like, maybe we don't have that much in common. And that's true. We didn't. Later I found out that Joanne was a real strong Christian. And it was obvious I was not. But I was persistent because there was just something special about her. We kept dating, and she would go to the bars with me, and she never criticized me at all. She was just, she'd have her Coke and I would drink beer and shoot pool, and then we started talking about religion. But at that time, I still wasn't looking for religion. I was just interested in Joanne. But maybe I'll give this a shot, going to church. It was at that point when I realized that this was the missing thing in my life. I had no idea how it would shape my life. I had no idea that what an impact Jesus Christ was going to have on my life. I just know that I needed to turn my life around. God wiped my slate clean. You know, I didn't deserve what I was getting. I didn't deserve the grace of God and what He did for my life, all the things that I'd done in my life. I probably should have been in prison.
Oh, how we cried the day you left us. We gathered round your grave to grieve. Wish I could see angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. So go rest high on that mountain. The sun, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven and shout love for the Father and the Son.
And so I went most of my life without a dad, and I always missed that part of not having a dad. My legacy, I always told myself when I have children that I want them to know that I'm going to be there for them. We wanted them to know that there was unconditional love in our family, and no matter what they did, that we would always love them. I wanted our kids to know that we need to love people no matter where they are in life.
Go rest high on that mountain. 'Cause son, your work on earth is done. Go to heaven and shout love for the Father.
You got this, Grandpa? I don't know.
Love for the Father and
Yo, that's bussin'.
Son.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Woo!